What's up? All right, y'all. So I just want to come in real quick and just share some dreams that I had this weekend. And it was just one thing about me is a lot of my information comes in my dreams. Okay. So I don't know if I've shared that before in past videos, but basically with me, my information, my answers, just damn near just about everything that I would need in this realm, I could get it from the dream realm. So like, just to share, because like I said, I don't remember if I've shared this or not. When my father was diagnosed with cancer, and when I speak of my father, because I do plan on sharing some information about my dream that I had this weekend, so I don't want anything to get mixed up. So with this, what I'm sharing right now, when I say my father, he is the man who raised me since I was about like 8. So when I speak of my father, I'm speaking about the man who I look to as my father figure. He raised me. He provided that fatherly masculine energy that I needed in my life, right? So my father. When my father was diagnosed with cancer, my grandmother, who was had already transitioned since 2004, she had come to me in a dream, and it was always like 3-4 o'clock in the morning, which some people call that the high activity hours. But for me, my messages come at any time. It don't necessarily have to be at any high activity hour. But anyway, so she came to me 3-4 o'clock in the morning, and she would always tap my foot, right? And so at least that's what I was feeling. That was the energy that I was feeling. And anyway, this particular night, she came and she was like, I'm about to go get your father. And I was like, oh, okay. And she was like, so I need you to call your mama and let her know that I'm about to go get him. She said, because he feels like he don't know where he's supposed to go. And I need to help him. I need to show him, this is what you need to do, and help him to get to wherever it was that he needed to be for, whatever his next thing was. And so I'm like, all right, I followed that instruction. I called my mother the next day and I told her, hey, I got this message from grandma, and she basically said that she about to go get him. She's about to go and get my father. So I'm just following the message. I'm just letting you know that it's going to be any day now. Now, mind you, at this time, the doctors didn't they gave a time frame, but of course nobody knew like when exactly. So me coming to her, telling her, hey, this about to happen. I need you to try to prepare yourself mentally. And he transitioned 3 days later. So I shared that story because that's the type of information that I get. Not that just somebody's about to transition, but I've come across people that, let's say I've seen them on Instagram or I've seen them on YouTube, and I don't have no like physical, they're not in my physical connection or circle, but their energy may, transfer over to me, and then I might have a dream. And I might get a message that person needs to hear. And so I will share it you know, with people, with who it's meant to be for. So anyway, with my dreams this weekend. So, I was in my dream realm, excuse me, and it was like a dream within a dream. Okay, so the first level of the dream was I was outside somewhere, and this young lady walks up to me, and she was like, our daddy is about to pass away. And I was like, oh, you know, well, where is he at? Because in the dream realm, it's like I didn't have no connection with him. I didn't know where he was, where he lived, none of that. And then I was like, okay, well, where is he at? And then I was thinking, like, well, how does she know? Like, why is she calling him her daddy? And then I was like, oh, no, this is a dream. I'm like, oh, that's right. Her mom is dating my dad, and he basically raised her, right? So I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So I'm like, well, where is he at? So she was like, you got to follow me. So we're walking to our cars. She walks to her car, which is parked, let's say, pointing south. I split from her and go walk to my car, which is pointed north. By the time I get in my car and turn it around to go meet her, she's already fucking gone. It's like she left. So I'm like, damn, she's just gonna leave? Like, I told her I don't know where he at, where I don't have no connection with him. So then, boom, I come up out of that and I go deeper into another dream. And in that layer of the dream, I'm speaking to my mother, and I'm telling her, like, hey, my dad is about to pass away. Now, when I say my dad is my biological dad, okay? And I know for a fact that I have not shared much information about that relationship, and I've been pulled to do so, so I will share the backstory with that, but not right now. So anyway, and she was like, well, you know, I know you're not surprised because you told me a couple months ago that he was gonna pass away anyway. And so, so noted, right? So then I come up out of that dream, and then I go into another dream. In this dream, I was in my bathroom, my current bathroom, and I had on a white long sleeve, I don't want to say it was a sweater, but it was like a white long sleeve shirt, okay? And I'm looking at myself in the mirror, and then all of a sudden I start to notice these black ants. And I wasn't scared. I wasn't, you know, like, oh my God, I wasn't frantic or none of that. But I noticed these ants. So I'm just like, damn, I got these ants on me, you know, trying to get them off. And they were crawling upward. And so I'm like, okay. Then I look down at the counter, and there's the black ants are all on the counter. So I'm like, okay. And I'm trying to get them off, but the more I'm trying to get them off, it's like the more ants were coming. So it was just kind of like whatever. So that was pretty much it for that. And so I shared my, okay, well, hold on, pause. So now when I said noted, in the dream realm, my mom was like, well, you already told me that he was going to pass away. So like, I know you're not shocked. So when I thought about that, and so I went back in my journal, and in October, I wrote down in October that I had a dream that he was going to pass away. Now, I know that when you start to go into dream interpretation, a lot of times dying or death doesn't necessarily mean that the person is going to transition. However, for me personally, there is a certain energy that I feel not only in the dream realm, but also in my physical realm, there's an energy that I feel. It was the same energy I felt when my grandmother came to me and said, you know, I'm about to go get your father. Like, it was the same. So it is like that feeling of transition is going to happen. So for me, there is no other interpretation like, oh, well, death means birth, or no. It's like I can't really explain. I just know what I feel. So I wrote in October that he was going to transition. And then I get this dream this weekend that he's going to transition. So yeah, so I just kind of, it's like, oh, okay. Now in my physical realm, I don't have a connection with my biological father, in a sense, like there's no relationship there. But like I said, I'll share that at a later time. But the ants, so I was speaking to someone who, I haven't shared this with them, but in my mind, I look at them as like a spirit guide. I don't even know if they know that that is who they are presenting themselves to me to be, but that's how I've received it. This person is my spirit guide. And I say that because there has been more than one occasion where I have written something down and they have provided such a subtle answer to something that I didn't even share with them. Or they have presented certain scenarios for me to practice whatever it is that I said I needed to practice within. You know, so you know how sometimes they say, when you want to be more patient, then you'll start having certain situations come that's gonna force you to practice that patience that you say that you want. So it's like, that is what this person is bringing to me right now during this time of my life. So I'm sharing this with my spirit guide. And so me, I'm trying to find like the deeper the deeper meaning of ants and all this kind of stuff. So I'm like going through books and shit, books that I already have, like trying to see if there's any, you know, mention of ants and the ant kingdom and whatever. And so they were like, my spirit guide was like, maybe you don't even have to do all of that. I'm like, what you mean? Like, and they was like, maybe you can just look at ants in your natural habitat. Look at what they do. You know, look at how they build. Look at how they move. Look at how they protect their own. Just look at how they move in this physical realm. And you should be able to find your answer within that. And I'm like, boom, bet. It didn't even occur to me really, like, think about ants, right? Like, I was trying to go deeper with it because that's just how my mind is. Like, I'm always trying to and sometimes we don't need to do that. Sometimes we could just go right here, right now, and look around and see. And so I did just kind of pull up some stuff online about ants and just, you know, looking at their determination, looking at their resilience, looking at their building capabilities. And the list really went on with that. And like how resourceful they are. They will find a way. When you disturb their colony, they will analyze and they will find a way to rebuild. So I definitely used that. And also the fact that I had on a white shirt and these were black ants, not red ants, not any, these were black ants. And so when I think about that, you can clearly see what's going on a white shirt. So these ants, or the message, was not trying to camouflage itself in a way that I couldn't see it, versus if I had on a black shirt, I wouldn't have been able to see those black ants as clearly as I was able to see them with the white shirt. So it's like, whatever it is so clear to me, you know, what I need to be doing, or whatever the message that, so it's just like the dream realm is so amazing to me because it's like my other It's my other life, my other self, you know, or you call it your higher self or whatever you want to call it. But for me, it's real as fuck for me. You know, some people, oh, it was just a dream. No. And it was right on point because I was listening to Brother Panic the other day, and I don't remember the name, but it was his most recent video that he put up on occult lectures, and I don't remember the title of it, but anyway, I was watching that the other day, and he gave a book recommendation. So I went ahead and got on Amazon, and right when I ordered the book came in Saturday. The book came in Saturday, and I had the series of dreams Saturday night going into Sunday. So it's Astral Travel, Your Guide to the Secrets of the Your Guide to the Secrets of Out of the Body Experiences, by Gavin and Yvonne Frost. So like I said, you could get this on Amazon. I think it was like 18 bucks, something like that. And basically this book is just a tool diving in deeper to those realms. It says here the content is astral dreaming, twilight zone astral travel, meditative state astral travel anytime, anywhere. Now that I can do that, and like I said earlier, my message will come in anytime, anywhere. You know, I have moments where some people call it daydreaming, but I have gotten messages in the midst of a daydream to where you're sitting somewhere, and let's say at work or whatever. You're at work, and it's clearly things going around you, stimulus that can have your attention, but you just kind of pause, and you're almost like you're paused, and your eyes are fixated forward, not looking at anything specifically. I can be in that type of mode, and boom, I'll get a message. You know, I don't know if y'all remember, I don't really too much like to talk about like celebrities and shit, because I genuinely don't be giving a fuck about a lot of that. But anyway, I mention it because I remember that people was posting this clip of Beyonce. She was at a basketball game, and she was kind of like rocking back and forth, and her eyes and her face were kind of like paused a little bit, and she was just kind of rocking and shaking and fixating on something. The first thing that I thought was, I was like, damn, she channeling. Now, people can say what they want about her, like I said, about going into all the demonic I don't give a fuck about none of that, because whatever state you operating on don't mean that you can't channel. You not channeling some shit. Now, where your channel's coming from, it ain't for me to give a fuck about. I don't care. I know where mine's be coming from. I can see it, I can feel it, I can hear it. But all I'm saying is, when I saw her in that state, people were like, oh, she possessed, or oh, she a clone. Which that's nor here nor there for me. I don't care about none of that. I'm just saying that when she was doing that, it was very reminiscent to when I'm getting a channel. It's, you know, it's that pause, and it looks like I'm daydreaming, but I'm not. I'm getting a message. So I just say that to say sometimes we have to look beyond what media is saying, because I look at it like this. If you ain't there, you don't know what the fuck is going on with these people. So, you know, unless they tell you up front that that's what's happening, we don't know what's going on. So I'm not even finna spend too much energy on that. But yeah, so I just say this to say, like, your dream realms, whether, you know, if you subscribe to it, it's real. And get you some tools to help you. I just got this book, like I said, Saturday, so I don't even think that I've gone past I don't even think that I've gone past the first chapter at this point. But yeah, so get you some tools that will assist you in sharpening your already natural skills. Okay, so that's really all that I got. Been on here about 20 minutes, so yeah, analyze your dreams, write them down. You know, maybe don't try to always look so deeply into it. Look in your natural, not your natural, but look at your physical realm and see what's going on, and trust that you're going to get your answers, because it's you giving yourself the answers, just in an abstract way, so you can figure it out here while you're here. Okay. All right. So peace, y'all. Y'all have a beautiful day. I'm out.